Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard the rumours in the forums and you've probably seen some benchmarks. 4-way SLI is possible on the Pascal cards. This includes the 1070, the 1080, 1080 Ti and the Titan XP. There's a lot. I found it really hard to do this because there's not a lot of information online how to do this. So I'm going to make a simple, very easy guide to get 4-way SLI on your Pascal cards. So you're going to need a few things to do this. You're going to need to revert your drivers back to an older one because the newer drivers just don't work well with this. So you're going to need to download driver 39135, which is this one here. So just Google it, 391.35, and then download that. You want to install that, and then you'll be back on your drivers. Before you actually install this, install your old drivers to make sure you've got a clean install of them drivers when you install them. Once you're installing them old drivers, you'll have to reboot. So once you reboot, you'll be on the old drivers. You want to side click and go to your control panel as normal, and go to maximize 3D performance. You want to enable 4-way SLI. For today's example, I'm using 1080s because I have 4 1080s, and it'll say 3 and 4-way SLI benchmark only. Blah 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 blah. Even though it says that I'm still using 4-way SLI, but I'll show you a trick to do that in a bit. Now, here's a very important thing. You can do this with the Flex SLI bridges, but the bandwidth on those Flex SLI bridges is not good enough for this. But you can do it, but you'll find issues somewhere. Some people have reported to get it working perfect. Some people haven't. You'll probably, if you use Flexi bridges, you'll probably get a message underneath here saying to maximize performance, get the SLI high bandwidth SLI bridge. But as everyone already knows, there's not a high bandwidth bridge that supports 4-way SLI at the moment. Well, I don't think there ever will be, to be fair. You wanna, there is one bridge out there, or what I know of. It's an EVGA version 2 Pro SLI bridge. It's not meant for, I don't think it's meant for Pascal cards, but it works fine for this. So just search eBay, Amazon. I got mine for the actual EVGA store. So just search EVGA in Google and go to their store. You can source one from them. But make sure it's for 4-way, and that'll get rid of that message. Now that SLI bridge has a higher bandwidth than the Flexi bridges, which makes this work better, basically. So so if you've got that message there saying you need to get a better bandwidth bridge, that's a path you can take. You don't have to. I started with Flexi bridges and it worked fine for me, but I just wanted to get rid of that message, so I did it. Okay, so now you've activated 4-way SLI. Fantastic. You're halfway there. So now you can exit out of there. Next thing you want to download is NVIDIA Inspector. Just put NVIDIA Inspector in Google and once again download it. And then once you open it, you'll get this. You'll open NVIDIA Inspector up. And what this tool basically does is it lets you edit your drivers that you currently have installed. Bearing in mind, when you do this and you enable 3 and 4-way SLI, if you ever update your drivers, you've got to redo this again, because this will reset itself every time you update your drivers. So as long as you stay on the older drivers, you'll never have to do this again, but if you do update, you'll have to do this again. So you want to click on this little button right here, which is going to bring you this profile right here, and this is basically all the bits of your current driver. And you want to click on this little button up here, which will give you more bit options. Now you can do this for each individual game, but if you do it for the global driver, it'll do it for every single game that supports 4-way SLI. So what you want to do is you want to find a certain bit code, which I'm gonna show you here. Now the bit code you're looking for is 0x10FD4C5F. There we go. Right. Now this will be empty when you get it. nothing will be here. You want to click this little tab here and then change it to Evan 4.0 demo 3D benchmark, blah blah blah. Click that. But this will be empty when you do it. The way I find it when I haven't got it filled in, and I look for 7 profiles. It's always in the 7 profile category. So you'll find if you keep going down and keep looking at the 7, as long as you find one that says 4C5F, you pretty much can find it. It's pretty easy. Once you've done that, just click Apply Changes, and that's basically it, guys. You've now just enabled 4-way SLI, and that's basically it's just a code in your drivers. Um, One thing I do want to stress out to you guys is if you're doing this on Air NVIDIA cards, heat does become an issue, which is what I'm experiencing right now. See, when I'm gaming, middle of like Shadow of Mordor in 4K, which is absolutely fantastic for this. It absolutely scales fantastic. Getting nearly like 130 FPS. Um, GPU 4, which is the one that you rely on the most, in my case, for my motherboard, will get the hottest. I think the hottest I saw it get to like 83, but if I overclock it, it can get anywhere up to 91 degrees. So, like I say, you gotta find the happy medium. By the way, guys, I just want to make a quick warranty disclaimer. You do this at your own risk. If you can't get this to work and you got 2 cards in your system doing nothing, don't come after me. I'm just a guy that wants to get the max performance. I mean, if I had Titan XPs or Titan 80 Ti's, I would do it with them, but luckily I've only got 1080s. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this, guys. Um, Breaking the boundaries is always fun anyway. But you kind of slightly overclock. Just don't go too far because heat does become an issue. Now, if you're one of those guys that water cools your rig, then this isn't a problem for you because you're just going to get water blocks and water block all your entire system. Fantastic. And yeah, I'll probably upload some benchmarks, some games in 4-way SLI at some point. But yeah, if any of you guys have any problems at all doing this, just put me some comments in below in description and I will help you out 100%. So I hope this helps you get 4-way SLI on your Pascal cards, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.